Law might not consider it as rigid. A lot of things, a lot of nobility in the personal trait, but still, there is a certain demeanor which is considered for the first people and might not be for a very serious offense, but somewhere that personal trait is there. I want to understand what are those traits or what is it that can be considered not just by the law, but I'm asking in larger, in terms of system, what is it that appeals? You were there in the committee, in the jury, right? So what were those elements which you were seeing to select the noble citizens?
Again, question is difficult.
It has to be.
Nobility cannot be defined in few words. It has a great aspect. So far, your correlation with the punishment and law. Theory of punishment is to maintain the law and order in the society. It is the paramount consideration. Because if there is no rule of law, there cannot be a civilized society. Irrespective of the demeanor of it. Because offender is offender. I get it. Offender is offender. So theory of punishment, first theory of punishment and second theory is reformative. So when we put a person behind the bar by convicting and sentencing, and as far as we talk about the sentence of two types. For example, for a murder, it is a life sentence, it is a death sentence. But for a rape, a minimum sentence is 10 years, 307 minimum 10 years, but up to the life sentence. So when demeanor comes, when a judge sees, yes, who is before me, and he is an offender, and the prosecution has proved its case against him that he is the guilty of the particular offense, then the trial judge, who has noted the demeanor, who has seen the nobility, who has seen the portfolio of the person, he had been a doctor, he had been an engineer, he had been a lawyer, he had been a social activist. So it will definitely affect the conscience of the judge. And while considering the guilty, she will consider what punishment I should award.
Maybe not the maximum if the person
Why?
is good. Towards the minimum.
The law also says when a judge is sentencing a person, so he has to keep in mind that sentence is one thing, but it is reformative. If a person is not habitual offender, and it may be a first offense, maybe a grievous offense, but he should award minimum punishment. It is the common and general principle of jurisprudence.
Sure.
And when the judge awards a maximum punishment, then he has to record the reasons. For these reasons, I am awarding the maximum punishment. My sister just said about an experience while she is coming to this auditorium and said that some girls were seeing her in a particular. I'm not saying that, or she's not saying that they were seeing her in a other way.
Just a man.
Just a man. But and one thing more. But we have not given the sense of humor to our children. How to respect the other adults, whether he is a man, he is a woman, or transgender. It's our responsibility to give the proper education social education to our children. One more question she raised about the law. She has also referred 377. Ma'am, I hope that you have gone through the judgment of Naujawan versus Union of India. This very celebrated judgment. But again, I may be wrong. But we are in India. The judgment has been delivered that if two men wish to engage in unnatural, then it is okay. But personally I feel, I am commenting on the judgment of the Supreme Court, but I feel that unethical, unnatural will unethical and unnatural. And I have the great respect to the all transgenders, and I did a lot of work while I was the chairman of the committee in the Uttar. And I hope that you will be satisfied and you don't blame to the government. If you face any trouble, I am here, take my number, I will help at best of my.
Sure, thanks.